Jens, can maybe just start with your reaction to the, I don't think you've spoken publicly about the semi-final draw.
You'll have to play. I think it's one of the other managers also mentioned it. No matter what the draw is, you'll have to play top teams and beat them to win trophies. No matter if it's in the cup or in the league or in Europe. And now we have a big game coming up against a team that we fought well against when we met them last. We know it's going to be a very tight game, and then you also know all the psychology around being a semi-final, playing at another venue than your own place. It's going to be a special occasion, so it's going to be a fantastic game for everyone involved, and it's going to be no matter if we had to play Rangers, Celtic, or St Mirren. We know we're in for a tough game. And then hopefully we'll be good enough to get all the way to the final, and we're looking forward to play it in a few weeks' time.
Is that all at the back of the mind?
Yeah. I haven't thought 1 second about it after the draw, actually, because we know it's just about finding out who to play. All right, then we can cross that off the list when we know that we have that information. Some guys in the background are planning that day. Now it's not on our table right now, and then we'll focus on Saturday, so we get a good lead into that game.
And that's against Aberdeen again.
Yes.
You're expecting I'm sure you'd like a similar outcome, but you're expecting a similar sort of game. It'll be different here. There's a dynamic change because of what happened.
Every game is different, and sometimes you play two teams very close to each other, and the games end up being similar, and sometimes they end up being very, very different. It all depends on what happens during the game. You could get a sending off, there could be injuries, you could get 2 early goals, and then suddenly the game changes completely. I expect us to have to perform well in many of the same areas that we did away to Aberdeen, especially defensively, because they still have top players up front. They still have a lot of quality. They haven't been able to get it out in terms of goals yet, but eventually they will, and it's up to us to be just as sharp. And I expect us to actually have to play better than away all round in that game to get a similar outcome. So it's obviously a team that's under a little bit of pressure. But a team that's extremely desperate can also be really, really difficult to play. We have to be really, really mindful that we don't give them a sniff of there's something to go for, give them any easy chances or make it too easy for them to defend. So we have to step up, and that's no matter who we were going to play. We are aiming to improve week by week, and I think it was clear for everyone that we could have used the ball better at times against them, and that we also needed a little bit of luck against them at times to make sure the ball didn't go over the line.
What was it like preparing to play a team? You've already played them 7 days earlier. Do you have to kind of guard against try to change too much and second guess what they might do to change things and concentrate on the way you want to play, or do you have to think they might change things because it's only been 7 days?
You always get a little bit of knowledge from the first game that you can use. I've tried it several times when you're playing in the playoffs in European qualification. You play teams within a week. Also, when you play playoffs in our semi-finals, where it's 2 legs in the cup. So I've tried it several times, and you know that a lot of things might be similar, and you have to do some of the things again, and you have to do it well. But you also know that the opposition will try and improve and maybe twist a few things. So you also have to prepare and guess a little bit how would they analyze the game, and what phases would they be happy with, and what phases would they, on moments, would they be unhappy about, and say, okay, here we need to change or improve a little bit. and have that into consideration. So you're one step ahead, which makes it sometimes a little bit complicated and tricky. But in general, we are trying not to prepare too differently from game to game, because we focus a lot on us and our style of play, which is also made in a way that we can deal with different types of teams in football. So it's been a lot about ourselves and what we can obviously take from our performance in that game and improve.
You said after the Dundee game, Jens, that once you got that first win under your belt, you would be a hard team to beat. Do you feel the team have really bought into that now that you've got that?
Did I say that? Yeah, okay. I think there's been a lot of people around me saying that. I don't remember me saying that, but if I did, maybe I did. I think it's always nice to win that first game, but it's just as nice winning the next one and the next one. It feels great every time. And if people think that, and the players especially, that things will come easy to us just because we've had one win, then they are wrong. It's going to be harder and harder to win when you win. I think a lot of successful teams who are good at winning a lot and who succeed in winning over time know that every time you win, it gets a little bit more difficult to win the next one, because first of all, the opposition wants even more desperately to beat you. They want to beat successful teams, and there's always that risk that just one player or one member of staff just lower your shoulders a little bit, and it's about finding that perfect balance about being relaxed, composed, brave, and not overconfident that things will come just because that we've had a win. I don't think it's like that in football.
And this weekend, obviously, you said Aberdeen will come in hunting for that first goal. Do you feel there's a real sense of vulnerability that you could capitalise on?
I said that also before the last game, that there's people. Teams who are under pressure and who are desperate to win football games, they are difficult to play, and it's up to us to make sure that we make that we are able to find the gaps when they go when they throw things overboard and chase things and start to open up. Then it's up to us. I don't think we did that well enough in that phase in the second half. We did it a few times. But we should have been able to do it more and to create even more big chances in that phase, or just keep the ball for longer spells, and that's something to learn from. And then we have to also be ready and expect that their individual players have an extra gear, and they will try and find it. And if we give them just an inch more than we did the last time, then that might make the difference for them. So we have to be even closer, even tighter, even better. And that's what we're aiming to do.
Jens, the fans appear to be absolutely loving the style of play. Do you feel that your team is just on the verge of a really big league win at this point?
Hopefully. We are just on the verge, a few days of a big league win. We know that you can see the competition this year. It's very tight. There's a lot of draws, a lot of tight games. And the league is, when you take points wise, it's very tight. So every win is massive. We know we're going to need a lot of wins this season to get where we dream of getting, and that's why every win is big. And I feel the team has been doing well in terms of really trying to get the wins. We've lacked a few moments of maybe lack of focus or sharpness, or just lack of quality or experience as a group. And I see a group that are really also trying to get these moments right, and were able to get more moments right last time, just enough to sneak a win over the line. But I also see a lot of room for improvement still to get these wins, and that's what we're aiming for.
You got a lot of fans up at Pittodrie at the weekend. It's a good reaction from them, isn't it?
Yeah, I've said that every time we've been away. The support has been massive, and we haven't played that many games out here yet. Most of our games have been away, so they've been hungry to come and watch it. The support has been incredible, and it was really, really nice to see them celebrate and enjoy that win after the game, because they really deserve that feeling. So I hope that we can give all the guys who were there, if they show up again, and all their friends and families who will come and join them. Hopefully a lot. The weather is amazing. To give them that feeling of winning at home.
And for the weekend, do you anticipate a similar squad to the Tawdry?
Yeah, it's obviously we'll finalize the squad tomorrow. We'll take make the last decisions tomorrow, but not a lot of changes from. We're still working on getting players fit. Good progress. Paul McGinn is doing great. We'll see if that's too early. Some of the guys who've been out for a while and who will still be out for a little while, Philip and Zach, are doing really good. Starting to run more, and also Eli is doing better. Tom, and so on. Everything's going in the right direction. But for now, I don't expect a lot of changes to the squad on Saturday.